Hey people, entered here 2v2 Ruins of Argus, blue team. It's Dr. Iatrogenic as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. He's a glass half empty kind of guy, I think. Alongside Dr. Obi is a Mekboy, teleporting commander that fights range combat. Very good damage output, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair, and is sitting in cover and annoying the Eldar Farseer of JekkuJere, support commander that fights in melee combat. Really good buffs with some debuffs and control abilities too. Looks like this is the Ultway DLC recolored. Ultway is awesome DLC. And alongside we have Tsototar. Yes, as a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat, good for capping and harassing and annoying the hell out of you with some control abilities. Howling Banshees moving in. Heretics don't want any part of that, so run away. Double shooters on capping duty and sluggers also. And a good start bottom for the Mekboy, and look at this, pushing all the way through the middle, and Chaos Space Marines decapping stuff. Looks like we have the Alpha Legion elite scheme from Iatrogenic. Pretty cool scheme it is as well. The Plague Champion gets a nice helmet with it. Sluggers will take down a node. Does the Chaos Lord get anything fancy with it? Does he get a new helmet? Can't really see very well. Oh, he gets a fancy cloak, look at that. 500, 473. What's up with these shiny Eldar here? Black and luminous yellow. Makes him even more annoying. Chaos Lord coming up the stairs. He's going to meet... No, doesn't want to fight the Banshees with that much health, I don't think. He needs some support. Here come the Chaos Heretics with grenade launchers, and we have Eternal War on the way for the CSM. He does have another Heretic squad who are in their default state, so he might see the aspiring champion Heretics to try and fight these Banshees, or he could just rely on his Chaos Lords, kill the weak and stuff to fight them. There's the grenade barrage, misses the Banshees, actually hit one of the Heretics who staggers to his feet. Doom Blast, but did not get a model. Takes down a node and caps top then, you would think. Oh, look at this Mekboy with the Death Gun. Rangers have infiltrated and are sneaking around him. Here we go from JekkuJere. Sniper infantry. Big burst damage from long range, and these guys can disrupt from long range. Taking out a shooter boy over there with a single shot. Mekboy trying to set up right in their face. Like that. Ouch. Kills a model immediately. And they force melee combat. How much damage do Rangers do in melee? They have some pretty fancy looking sword right there. Here comes Sluggers, who might die for their push. Yep. Really badly judged push there into that fight with these Sluggers, Dr. Obi. And he might need to replace them. Banshees moving towards the shooters who do have their big shooters. Both squads in fact do, so aiming what's that times 2 can control those Banshees, you would think. Pretty good. 487, I should say 414. Shuriken Cannon is top for Tsototar. This name is really hard to say. He's lost his Banshees as well. Chaos Lord trying to bully the little Dire Avengers around. Shuriken resets up, and Chaos Lord is going to run into a lot of trouble there, so retreats back. Heretics keeping a field presence, but he's going to lose it, I would think. Dire Avengers being aggressive because they know they have this scary grenade, but they walked right into that barrage. He was trying to throw a grenade, I think. Is he going to lose this squad? 7 hit points, forcing melee combat. Down it goes, and the Warp Spider Exarch, whose name I'm not going to try and say anymore, is struggling top, as he is alluding to in the chat there. 480, 394. Can he recover? Mekboy is down. JekkuJere doing a lot better than his teammate right now. Obi replaces his Sluggers. Gonna need a revive though for his Mekboy, and here comes the Chaos Lord to do that. There's some Corn Worship as well. Needs to scare these Banshees off. They have the aspect of strength, and the Warp Spider Exarch is replacing his Banshees as well. Still has his shuriken. There's a shuriken in the garrison. That's pretty annoying. But here come sluggers, and they do have their burners, so they can burn that house, or can they? The Mind War from the Ghost Helm slowing them down, and they can't get close enough to use it now, I don't think. Wow, perfectly timed Mind War to stop them just as they were going to get close. 447, 394. Sparring Champion Heretics chasing down Banshees, who are ripping the Chaos Space Marines apart. Just about stopped them, but now the Banshees might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, that was pretty lucky. That was lucky. Got a special attack and then retreated immediately, otherwise that would have been a dead Banshee squad, I think. 434, 394. Double shooters, one of them has a knob leader. Oh, both of them do, in fact. So it's got a lot of DACA there. Tier 2 for the blue team, but not for the red team. They're not far off it though, are they? Oh, JekkuJere kind of is. This shuriken still being a massive pain in the ass in this guard tower. I don't think he's using burn that house, he was just using range attacks there. Farseer gets a good special, and he's struggling to deal with this setup right now. The Banshees and the Farseer and that thing in the garrison, the shuriken cannon. Chaos Lord being annoying. Decap the wreck point, runs into a shuriken and backs away. Level 2, almost level 3 already. CSM with a ton of war on capping duty, and he will take that top VP for a 2-to-1. Walks for Exarch, goes tier 2. JekkuJere, I think I'm saying that incorrectly as well, is going to go tier 2 soon. There we go. And well, they already have mid, I suppose, so it's not like Obi can push through mid. He needs to use the space here, flank around. Multiple avenues of attack, so the shuriken can't target those sluggers so easily. Stick bombers maybe from Dr. Obi to try and flush that thing out. No sign of them yet. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Iatrogenic, which is a proper medical term, I believe. I forget what it means, but it is a real word. It's not just some random thing he's come up with. Guardian Weapon Team in trouble. Sluggers on them in a flash there. Not really known for their mobility, but the shuriken does get away. Now they're decapping and might bash power. Should be bashing with the burners, I think. Weird boy on the field for Dr. Obi. And the Chaos Dreadnought also marching around, looking pretty awesome with the Alpha Legion elite scheme. Autocannon on it by default, good damage to all targets, small area of effect. What are we going to see from JekkuJere? Some fire dragons maybe. 400, 368. Or maybe the warp spider will get them. Oh, he's gone for Marco Zinch. Trying to stop that falcon from appearing, because falcons can be very, very difficult to deal with. Very annoying to deal with. 395, 368. Banshees do have their Exarch. And here comes JekkuJere with a flank, and that's a dead slugger squad, is it? Oh, the shuriken couldn't quite set up in time. And we're going to see a retreat grenade here, I think. He waited way too long to throw it. Or did he? Oh, actually threw it too early. 393, 368. Power bash maybe? Double the power and bash it? Nope. Where is JekkuJere going? Going backwards. You have a clear route to the power there. And he's worried about his own power, I think. Weird Boy's bashing it with his special attack. I think it does plasma cannon damage. So it does hurt vehicles quite a lot. 393, 368. 1-to-1 cap. And that Chaos Dreadnought is looking pretty menacing there. Oh, look at this though, Wraith Lord, and he's gone for the... He's not gone for the Bright Knights, he's gone for the Shuriken Cannon. What's his plan then to deal with this Dreadnought? I suppose maybe he thinks it's the Warp Spider's problem, who has got Fire Dragons, and he's going top with them. Maybe he plans... I suppose he could just go into melee against that Zinch Dreadnought, since the Wraith Lord will have melee resistance and the Chaos Dreadnought will not. 393, 345 power being repurchased, but it's still standing here. And it's just going to get bashed again. That was a really bad purchase of power there from JekkuJere. Loses them immediately. He's still building them. What is he doing? 393, 335. Stick bombs thrown in by the stick bombers, surprisingly enough. Here they are. Top, meanwhile, the Warps Exarch has gone down. 393, 327. And the Chaos Lord, level 3, kits him out fully here, does Iatrogenic, Blood Maul, Harness of Rage, and the Dark Halo. What is it called, this thing? Sweeping Doom. Didn't quite hit it flush on those Banshees. Done a lot of things in retreat path. This is a dead Banshee squad. It's got a force melee combat with the Dreadnought, but he did not, and they get away. I think he would have wiped them if he did. 393, 308, lots of doubles now. So the Warps Exarch needs to run away. Don't try and be clever, just run away. There we go. I suppose he was trying to get away from this blob of stuff. He didn't want to retreat through it, and in the end does a good job at getting out. Banshee's getting too close to base. It is quite a small map from base to bases. 1-to-1 cat. Red team have bottom, blue team have mid, and red team, no, blue team will take him top. And tier 3 for the Warp Spider Exarch. Tank busters on the way for Obi. Try and put some pressure on this Wraith Lord. I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe the Beamy Death Gun for the Mekboy as well. No sign of it yet. There's bashing power now with that Marcus Inch, Chaos Dreadnought, and here come the Fire Dragons. Are not going to be enough by themselves, though, I wouldn't think. Where are his other heretics? They're capping. He needs to bring them down. Wow, those Banshees would absolutely own there. Here come the Fire Dragons. Those fusion guns, rapid firing melter guns, basically good damage to all targets, but you need to get close. And they got too close to the Chaos Space Marines because they forced melee combat and forced them to retreat. There we go. Base is right there though. 390, 291. Power is going to be completely bashed, I think. What is the Dreadnought doing? Shoot, there we go. Chaos Lord decapping, needs to put his shield down so he can get his energy back. Dire Avengers caught by sluggers, but there is a Shuriken Cannon in their face to save them momentarily. The Wraith Lord very low. He has gone for the Beamy Death Gun. Can he wipe those sluggers? Surely. Yes, Orks getting the last shot, and that sync kill might have saved the Wraith Lord. Maybe that teleports after him. Bang! Now he's tied up though, and the Wraith Lord lives. 381, 291. Chaos Lord almost capped that wreck point, and I'll be not happy with that Wraith Lord escaping, I don't think. He was pretty unlucky there, because that sync kill that it survived. Units taking less damage while they perform a sync kill. Chaos Space Marines now fully upgraded with a Mark, an Aspiring Champion, and Eternal War, so they are putting out some serious range damage. But why he would get this against Eldar, I'm not entirely sure. Don't get me wrong, it does do more damage to all types of infantry when you get the Marcus Inch, but it's not a cheap upgrade to get. So you usually see it reserved for heavy and super heavy infantry. And Eldar only have Wraith Guard and Dark Reapers as heavy infantry. 372, 278 though, it will do a really good job versus avatars if they appear, I suppose. Iatrogenic now has a late game Havoc squad with Mark of Horn. That autocannon does scary, scary things. Red team are retaking top though. Warps Exarch doing his thing and pressing home his mobility advantage over the Chaos Lord. No sign of any gates anywhere at all. What is this? Warp Spider's called in, I think. Yeah, from the global bar of the Warp Spider Exarch. Teleport infantry, good piercing damage, can also throw out a haywire grenade to disable vehicles if they purchase their aspect. 2-to-1 cat. Rangers taking shots over the wall from the grenade launchers, and now Bright Lance is on the field. and retreats for some reason. Oh, loads of orcs coming in, that's why. So JekkuJere is basically getting doubled. But can he bash power here? The Orks for Exarch. He's got 5 dragons, he's got Orc spiders, but seems to be more interested in decapping. 5 dragons will try to bash. There's their ability, I'm not sure what it's called, but it gives them a damage buff and a speed buff. It does have a very long cooldown though. I think it's a 60-second cooldown, maybe even longer than that. 372, 208. Chaos Lord runs into the Shuriken. He does make it there without dying, but is forced off in the end. Did kill a model. Level 3 Chaos Lord. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. They're looking pretty good now. Not free and clear by any means, but they're looking pretty good. Chaos Space Marine is forced to retreat. Level 2. Had to get close because of the way stairs muck up your shooting, I think. The Orks for Exarch does get away. He does have Entangling Web and improved targets, but he's still level 1, the poor chap. Here comes the Wraith Lord, the death-defying Wraith Lord. That Shuriken Cannon doing tons and tons of piercing damage from range. And Stick Bombers need to reinforce. Only have 4 models, those guys, so they can die very, very quickly. Rangers level 2 have the Pathfinder gear and are going to try and cap mid, or at least decap it. Is the Chaos Lord going to turn? Oh, they got their power decapped as well. What is this? Heretics on capping duty. So Iatrogenic doing a good job splitting his forces right now, which the Eldar players haven't really done, but they are massing mid. Looks like they're goading the blue team to have a go. Right Lance infiltrated, now taking shots at the Chaos Shredder, and look at the damage this thing does. Wow. Almost took it out. Can he get one more shot? It does take it out. Really nice play there with the hollow field. Down goes the Chaos Lord. He was really pissed off with that Bright Lance there. That's a big win for Red. That's a big win. Because that thing would have been painful for Fire Prisms, especially if it was leveled up and stuff. Beamy Death Gun Mekboy. This thing does insane amounts of damage. But can't get a shot off there. Couldn't see the Wraith Lord. 353, 183. And both teams not really wanting to push. Ortuck jumps in to tie up that Mekboy, sub-commander for Eldar. Gives you a passive buff around her just for being there, and she also has an inspiration buff on kill, which many of these sub-commanders do. 342, 183. Banshees in retreat. And a triple cap for the Eldar team, I think. Something's capping bottom. It's the Farseer. Blue team kind of struggling to push against all this Eldar stuff now. They need to, I think, Iatrogenic should just go top and cap it up and try and split the Orks for Exarch off to go and fight him. He's going to lose his Heretics, is he? Almost did. 311, 183. Here's a Knob squad though. You want a line breaker, here it is. Taking tons of damage, and they do not have Meaner and Greener yet, so they can't use their frenzy. But they do run through everything and scare off a bunch of Eldar things. Ortuck with her spear is there. Banshee's running in, and the Wraith Lord, and that is a good usage of the Gravity Blade. Knob squad in a bit of trouble, so he stops attacking them and goes after the big blob of stuff. Wow, that was one hit from the Wraith Lord on those shooters. Seemed to almost wipe both squads immediately. 267, 183. Bad engagement in the end for blue team, I think. Chaos Lord's back on his feet. Doesn't really want to fight. What is he up to? Oh, he's being entangled by the entangling web. Doing a little chaos jig there. Mind War almost finishes him off. Can the Ortuck get a hit? No. 255, 183. Why wasn't she charging there? Banshee's decapping. Here come aspiring champion Heretics, level 2 though. They don't want to fight the Banshees, I don't think, or maybe they do because the Banshees are not paying attention and have to retreat out. Blue team trying to cap bottom, which would be a 2-1 for the Autark having other ideas. Autark can get those shots in. Ouch, exploded one of those water spiders. Everyone in tier 3 apart from JekkuJere, and you're getting the impression that the Water Exarch is saving up for an Avatar of Cain. Maybe he should get a Fire Prism instead to try and control this Nob squad. But we'll see. Iatrogenic floating tons of red, and so is well, we could see a double nuke from the blue team. That would be really bad. That could be a game-winning situation if they can pull that off. Especially if the weird boy can use his vomit. There is the vomit, which is nothing. Vomit does not affect vehicles. Nob squad going after the Wraith Lord, are they? Yes, eventually. They do have their hammers. Really? He purchased the hammers first? That's a mistake, I think. 221, 172. Some Chaos Terminator is being called in though, I think. There we go. Could get some lightning claws to shred those Banshees, or an autocannon to put pressure on a Wraith Lord from range. The Wraith Lord has done so well. 221, 159 has rode its luck a few times, or at least once in a way. Chaos Lord needs to put his shield up. There we go. And does finish the cap mid. Fire Dragons though capping top. Power Fists from the Chaos Terminator trying to force the issue onto the Wraith Lord with some attacks. Can they catch him? Is he going to risk using his teleport to finish it off? The Wraith Lord stops. No. He's going to lose it. 38 hit points. He's going to lose it, you would think. 25. Is it going to live? I think it's going to live. Unbelievable. Tank Buster Barrage can't quite hit it. Wow, this is the luckiest Wraith Lord ever, and a hollow field to infiltrate it there. 221, 113. Not even a teleporting Mekboy could get a shot. He couldn't see it because of that hollow field. Really nice save there from JekkuJere. Double Fire Dragons, is that? No, it's a single squad. 221, 103. Iatrogenic has lost stuff. He lost his Havocks at some point. Now has Terminators though. Needs to be careful because they could get some Dark Creepers going and really punish those Dark Creepers. Also a decent choice versus Nob Squad, of course. They do Inferno damage and they do have pinning fire to at least force them to use Frenzy when they perhaps wouldn't want to. 221, 86. 2-1 cap for the blue team. Can they hold on for victory? What is this? It's a D cannon on the way for JekkuJere. And the Spider Exarch is getting close to the Avatar. Needs 200 power, and blue team do not have much power. Sorry, red team do not have much power. He needs to buy some generators. He's got 1,000 rec. Very low power income. That's a mistake from him or her, whoever it is. Should be buying power. 221, 72. 1-1 cap. Whoa, Tank Busters almost wiped there. Warp Spiders level 2. They've done well. And his replacement Banshees have done well as well. They're level 3. Nob squad backing away from the Eldar. That's never happened before. 221, 72. Still with the 1-1 cap. Who's capping bottom though? Who's going to go for it? It's the Ork. Not even an attempt by a red team to cap the bottom. What? Why? Oh, we do have something capping top for blue. What are red team doing? They're just sitting on a 1v1 cap. You got to try and cap something else or the game won't end. It's the weird boy who's happy to oblige. Can't finish the cap though. Why does he keep going after the Farseer when she has Gravity Blade? That was weird. But they were knocked back by a special attack just before the levitation started. That's a singularity. Chaos Terminators get away and they do have their autocannon, but this Wraith Lord is still sauntering around. Level 3 now. We have tank busters, we have an auto cannon, we have that beamy death gun. He's got to try and take this Wraith Lord out. Don't go after it, Chaos Lord. You have a melee weapon, not even power melee. Tie up those Dire Avengers. No, he's really angry with this Wraith Lord. There's a time field from the Farseer, armor of the Assyrian. 21653. Red team holding on. What is that guarding top? It's some Howling Banshees guarding top. Fire Dragons and Warp Spiders trying to shoot the crap out of stuff. Does it buff their damage? That ability? It might just improve their range. Not sure now. 191.53 double cap for red team. But this is a bad engagement for the Warp Spider. Exarch loses his Warp Spiders. And now it's Iatrogenic and that guy with 3 units each. He has Chaos Terminators though, and Seer Council on the way. And they could run in, tie up those Terminators and do tons and tons of damage to them. Is this the end of the Wraith Lord here? Chaos Terminator's getting shots. Oh, time field and a singularity. Very nice combo, but there's a Rocks. Was waiting for that. And here it is. What does he wipe with it? What does he wipe with it? He wipes nothing with it. Pretty unlucky. The Wraith Lord again survived. What the heck? It's halfway through level 3 and has been very close to dying at least 3 times that I've seen. Banshee's bashing power now. Nicely done. Great unclean one on the way for Iatrogenic. Oops, says, oh, he lost his weird boy. Rangers level 3. And it's a topsy-turvy game. So he's gone for the Seer Council instead of the Avatar. We'll see how it pays off. These guys do also give off a passive buff like the Avatar does. And have some really nasty power melee going on for them. So they will help against a Nob squad since they also disrupt when they leap into combat. But you don't want a sustained fight against Nobs with Seer Council, I don't think. Chaos Lord really pissed off with Banshees, who are level 3. Almost level 4 now. What level is this guy? Level 5. Mekboy's level 3 and down. We're trying to chase that Wraith Lord, I assume. All top dropped on the garrison. There's that levitation field again. And Ortok happy to get some hits in while they're levitated. Thrown away. 141.29 battle wagon on the way for Dr. Obi. So great. Oh, really nice grenade. Did he kill a Nob there? No, he didn't. They have their Nob leader now. Does he have Mina and Greener though? 127.29. Chaos Lord tanking damage, trying to cap. There's a Shrine to Khorne, which will spit out bloodletters, which could be useful. There we go. And here's the great unclean one. Super unit for Chaos. Massive amounts of hit points, over 6,000 of them. And some nasty abilities too. But can they support this big fella? With worship, at the moment he's worshipping the shrine. So the great unclean one himself is not being worshipped. That's another singularity. Is he going to drag the heretics in? It drags a couple of them in and turns them into red mist. 99.29 red team are holding on here. Some Dark Reapers on the way for JekkuJere. Good choice, can shoot down the Chaos Terminators and this great unclean one with their Inferno damage. There's an Imperial Abyss, that is a wiped D cannon, and that's a wiped Bright Lance. Wow, really good nuke late game by Iatrogenic. That could be the difference. That D cannon was really annoying, stopping caps mid with these singularities and its general damage. Battle wagon with a big zap shot, and he can't stand against it. Great unclean one's in retreat path. Dark Reaper's getting too close. 67.29. Blue team in the ascendancy now with their 2 super units and a Nob squad, which are basically a super unit themselves. He still doesn't have Mina and Greener though. There's the Shimmer Orb, which negates all range damage, but the Chaos Lord can still smack you in the face when you're trying to use it. Oh, he capped though. 54.29. It is blue team's game to lose now. They have such heavy hitting units. Nob squad. Great Unclean One Chaos Terminator's battle wagon. See a cancel. Are going to struggle to make an impact, I think, if blue team blob all their stuff up here. Which they should do at this stage. Oh, they are risking something to go top. Look, Heretics moving top. Some more Havocs on the way. Good choice late game for Iatrogenic. This Wraith Lord, level 4, still going with the Wraithbone now. There's a time field. I think the Orks for Exarch has a nuke, does he? Yes, he does. Can use an Eldritch Storm, which could be telling. Blue team have both used their nukes. Oh, look at that, the Mega Rumbler going off. Trying to disrupt the cap, and there's the Eldritch Storm. He completely wastes it. What was he trying to do there? Trying to hit the moving Great Unclean One, I think. I suppose he was desperate. They're down to 17 VPs now. Wraith Lord is going to attack this Great Unclean One, and Fire Dragon's getting shots as well. He's in a bit of trouble here. He's been completely locked down by that Haywire, and look at the damage he's taken. That is crazy. Look at his health fly down. He wipes out the Fire Dragons. What the heck? What, did he do his vomit there? Did he do a special attack? I'm not sure. 51-5. Down goes the Great Unclean One. That thing will explode on death, healing allies and dealing massive amounts of damage to enemies. We'll see what kind of damage it does to the Wraith Lord. Oh, it moved away anyway. 51-3. There's the last moments of the Great Unclean One. Looted tank on the field. Red team have taken top. It's a 2-1 for red. They're holding on with 3 VPs. Some nice disruption there from the Dark Reapers on the Knob Squad. They really are a pretty decent tool to use against them. 43-3. Blue team trying desperately to cap bottom and sew this up. The Wraith Lord still fighting on. Surely this is the end of the Wraith Lord. Gets a sync kill which helps it out. Now goes after the looted tank. This Wraith Lord is still going. 1597 hit points on a walker that can self-heal and has melee resistance. There is the Wraithbone again. What is the cooldown on that thing? 17-3. Double cap, single cap now for red. Wraith Lord is still going. Are you going to kill this thing or what, blue team? Got a looted tank there and some tank buses moving in. Wraith Lord getting hits and wipes out the squad of shooters and the Mekboy. This guy is going ballistic, absolutely ballistic. Chaos Lord is now trying to cap, and he did cap. It's 4-3, a 1-1 cap. Mid is going to turn blue though. I think blue team going to win it now because of that. Because all that stuff was forced off mid. That Wraith Lord did eventually go down, but was absolutely heroic. Iatrogenic only has a CSM squad on the field. Just purchased something. I think he called in some more Chaos Terminators. Is that them? Yes it is. Blue team cap mid for the 2-1, and that is going to be the game with a 4-0 victory. Crazy, crazy ending. Lots of misplays from everyone, but lots of awesome action too. And there you have it, guys. Let's see the commanders. Almost a level 9 Chaos Lord, who seemed to be very preoccupied with attacking Wraith Lords. Mekboy was level 4, had the Death Gun, but he also had the Beamy Death Gun to swap to. Orks Exarch level 6. Apologies to this person for not saying his name correctly. And JekkuJere, who I'm also saying wrong I think, level 8 Farseer. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.